is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony with Doris Burke on our sideline. The critical for them, trailing 2-1 in the series.
Yeah, and the goal is to win tonight. Make it a best-of-3 series. They already know they're going to have a shot.
Yeah, they really do, and the task at hand is where their focus has to be. They can't be thinking about down the road, on the road. They've got to take care of business right here, because anything less than 100% focus and intensity, and they'll be done.
Now let's take a look at the Bulls' opening lineup. Barnes, he's in at the point. He's out there with Jimmy Butler. And it's Hickman in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Holiday gets the bucket. And just about a minute into the first quarter. And here's Barnes for 3. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Barnes has got a pair of 3s now in the first quarter for the Bulls. Holiday attacking. Can't get it to Doris Burke. Doris.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Frank Vogel. As for the mood, how important this game is to us. He predicted this would be a statement game for them. Let's see what kind of statement.
Guys, I mean, shooting the ball extremely well.
And George kicks to Holiday. Outside for Miles. No good on the 3. The Bulls have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. And here's Barnes for 3. It's rebounded by Indiana. They come off a real tough loss on Wednesday.
And when things started to go wrong for them in that game, boy, did they ever go wrong. They just could never get back on track in that game.
Greg, the problem to me was no consistency. Anytime they strung together a couple of baskets, they couldn't build on it. There's PG creating for a teammate. Terrific dime drop.
Well, they're passing to Hickman. And here's Barnes for 3. No good. So Indiana will take it the other way.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
And that's going to be a treble. Chicago leading. And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Sinks the triple. Barnes has got 12.
He is just tearing it up this quarter.
And now in transition, it's Barnes. Here we go. Couldn't finish on the dunk after taking it the length of the court. Now Miles. Here's McGarry. Outside for Miles. 6 on the shot clock. And once again off the mark by Indiana. Passes to Barnes. Fires the 3. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. 15 points for Freak.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Miles, that's good.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
Well, the defense just hasn't pressed up to deny any of those looks, guys. I mean, they're hanging back and getting picked apart.
You could not diagram a better way to open a quarter.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, look at the lead they've jumped out to already. What a start.
Pacers trail by 11. And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Well, Kevin, I was able to listen in on what the head coach of the Chicago Bulls was going over in his huddle. He was intent on running the offense through A-Train. That may be a strategy that comes as a little bit of to produce an outstanding effort today. We'll be watching how these adjustments work. Kev, there's still a lot of time left in this game.
Thanks again, Doris. And the Pacers with possession here, following the 3-pointer by Freak.
And you know what? He's just not on his game. No doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
Indiana's gone just 1 of 4 from 3-point range here in the first. George double-teamed and stolen by Butler. And here we go. The Bulls fast break. Pulls up on the elbow. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. Luer's got his first points of the game. Holiday dishes to George. Back to Holiday. The shot's good on the assist by George. That's 7 points for Drew Holiday. The 3 from Barnes. The shot no good.
Tell you what, they haven't wasted any time getting into the swing of things on the boards.
And even this early, that's a good omen for the rest of the game.
The Bulls leading by 14. There's the screen. Can't capitalize on the good screen. And the Pacers shooting 36% in this first quarter, trying to get their bearings. And the shot is good. And for the Bulls, they're shooting well right out of the gates here at around 50%.
Move the ball and stick it too much.
With the hook shot, the Pacers pull it in. Right side Holiday. George with no one around. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
And so here is Indiana after the Bulls pick up 2. And there's the defensive 3-second call. And let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for Chicago.
Boy, the three-point shot has really been dropping for them early on.
And also defensively, they've been able to cause some turnovers tonight. And that also builds confidence and gives you momentum.
The Bulls leading by 10. A 3 from Barnes, no good. Now here is Holiday. 8 points for him. Bullard with the bucket.
Another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively so far.
Yeah, and I think we're going to see them operating a lot of their offense from the interior today. It's taken them no time to build this lead up. Great first quarter offensively.
But no time to relax here. They've got to keep the pressure on with the defense, and I think they've got to try to put this one away early.
Now let's take a brief moment to see which teams were the best at shooting the ball from deep in the regular season.
An awful lot of confidence, Kevin, from behind the three-point line. I think in large measure because they have multiple three-point shooters. They don't have to rely on one or two guys. They've got a number of capable three-point shooters, and that gives you confidence as a team.
Here's Bullard. Here's Kid Gilchrist. And he gets that one to go off the front iron.
And really just unselfish basketball in the interior. That's the kind of pass a coach loves to see.
Just absolute domination in this one for Barnes. 25 points, and he's buried a ton of three-pointers in this game, too.
I think we need a calculator to keep track of just how many of those he's knocked down.
Good on both.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
There's the dish to Holiday. Scott with a screen on Rose. Ellis wide open. That 3 off the mark. The Bulls leading by 10. The 3 from Barnes. And yes, sir, that one drops. Barnes has got 30 points.
What a top-notch game he's having. He's gotten them in front, and it sure seemed like he's going to keep them there. All by himself, it looks like.
Bullard's shot is off.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
To the left side wing. A shot by Holiday. Nobody around. Yes, and it's Ellis picking up the assist.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
And that one's good, Barnes.
And they're just raining threes on both ends.
Boy, I love the answer. You come at me with the 3, I'm coming right back with my own triple.
Ellis. Almost, but it rolls out.
Good little two-man action there, but they just can't get the shot to fall.
Yeah, but that was a beauty. Good-looking shot, well-executed play. I wouldn't be surprised to see them go back to it.
Wow, what a special performance this guy's putting on from long range.
Well, that has been his shot today. No ifs, ands, or buts about it.
Now here's Kid Gilchrist. 5 to shoot. Indiana needs to get a shot off. Launches a 3, and they will call over the back on the play. Pacers trail by 9. C.J. Miles and Paul George are the wingmen. McGarry out there with Zeller, and it's Ellis with the 1. So that's the group out there for Indiana.
And how about the offensive rebound with a little extra punch on the putback?
You're right, Greg. As they look to trim the deficit, could we see them send a few more bodies to the boards from here on out? Maybe, just maybe.
Well, I don't think it would be a bad idea, Kevin. I mean, they could use all the second chance points they can get.
And here is Ellis, following the three-pointer by Freak. Ellis can't get that one to fall either. And here's Barnes for three. Another three for Chicago.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
And, guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get up into them. You got to almost be in their jerseys to try to deny those looks. Boy, there was no hand in his face right there. I thought for sure he was going to knock that down.
And that one's good.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the results.
Greg, that's 3 in a row from out there now, so they've got to do a better job contesting.
Now, here's George. Here's Ellis, and 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. It's going to be on Freak.
Take a look at what Ellis... done so far. 10 points, and he's got 2 baskets from out in three-point land.
And I'm sure they'd like to get a few more of those out of him.
Both free throws good from Ellis. The Bulls leading by 12. Here's Barnes, and he slams it one-handed.
And what a beautiful way to polish off that sequence. Just strong and attacking the rim.
That just puts a little more momentum on their side, don't you think? He's checked in for Indiana. Marks, he's checked in for the Bulls. Barnes comes in for West, fires from deep, and he nails it. The three-pointer falls from Barnes. Barnes has got 50 points.
They've been outstanding from three-point range in this quarter.
Feeds it to Miles. There's the pick. McGarry kicks to George. 6 on the shot clock. Outside Holiday. And once again off the mark by Indiana.
With the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in control of this game.
And no doubt about it, rebounding is an effort stat, folks. They've been more determined than their opponent thus far.
Well, it looks like he's cooled down a bit after hitting those 2 in the first quarter.
They get it back, tries again, and the layup is good. He has 7.
And the defense just gets caught standing around that time and giving up the second chance opportunity.
You know, that just can't happen. They need much more effort than that on the glass.
But they get it back. The Pacers shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
At the line for 2.
Okay, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
Yeah, I like everything you said there, because when all else fails, if you can get to the stripe, that's really a... And you also slow down the opponent because the game isn't going up and down as much.
And let's now go to the sideline. We'll catch up here with Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Pacers made some terrific plays. He had 30 points and stuffed the stat sheet with a double-double, a standout effort all around. The cherry on top for him, in addition to his outing, was ending the losing streak his team had been suffering through. We all know how big those moments can be for a team, Kevin.
Great, Doris. Thanks. Any chance we see him top that performance right here tonight?
You know, I can't imagine he'd be able to pull off that kind of an outing 2 games in a row. But, hey, that's what the truly great ones are capable of doing.
Boy, even if he came close to matching it, that would be really impressive. But I tell you, that's asking an awful lot of one guy.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
The Pacers have been on target from the free throw line. They're 5 of 5 in that department.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady with their work on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall.
These defenders are putting up very little resistance to the three-point shot.
And it's killing them. 4 of the last 5 makes coming from long range.
Scott the pass to Kid Gilchrist. Stolen by Middleton. And here's Barnes for 3. And the Bulls, another 3.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
And Scott now, top of the key. And Barnes comes to help. The open shot, Holiday. Nice teamwork to set up the pick play and make the space for the J.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
The defense has just been unable to slow him down. Wow, what a game.
Outside, Kid Gilchrist. Down low. And Drew Holiday. The bucket on the assist from Kid Gilchrist. Kid Gilchrist has got 3 assists tonight. And it's Barnes slamming it down.
And that fella can flat out fly, can he?
Reminds me of a young Greg Anthony out of
my
UNLV.
goodness.
No doubt about that. Just look at the elevation he climbed to right there.
Kevin, you just made my knees hurt.
That's what sets him apart from so many other point guards in the NBA.
And it's Kid Gilchrist penetrating. Outside, George. Scott with a screen on Middleton.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
And through one half, it happened.
Kevin, we just witnessed what was an amazing offensive display from this guy in the first half. Where did that scoring explosion come from?
Wow, really that many points? Yes, it is if you say so. I'm not really concerned with my points or how I'm getting it. Let's start counting points now. The rest of the games are just going to get away from me.
Well done. Thunder up, Kevin.
Thank you, Doris. And folks, don't go away.
I should probably sign a hit, boy, because I got all the hits, boy.
Hey guys, listen up. We're right where we want to be, but we still got to stay focused. So let's go.
Welcome back to Game 4 as we get ready to start things up again. You look at Freak in this game, he has been everywhere.
It's as if he can get to the rim any time he wants. And in that first half, he wanted to quite a bit.
And that's where his points were coming from. I mean, the defense has to do a much better job of challenging him at the rim.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. So for Chicago right now, Barnes, he's in at point guard. He's out there with Jimmy Butler. And it's Lure in at the 4 slot.
Back at you. I mean, they immediately get those 3 points back.
Trading spray guns from long range. Trading blows from behind the arc.
And he gets it to go.
They just continue to splash home those threes. Eliminating the deep shot has to become priority number 1 for this defense.
Absolutely. You cannot allow a team to have that kind of a rhythm from beyond.
There's the bucket. Good. Barnes has got 9 points now in just the second half.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
There's the pick. McGarry kicks to Miles. Here's George. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. And a change for the Pacers. Monte Ellis checked in for Drew Holiday. Then for the Bulls, Chris Middleton's checked in for Butler. And it's Barnes in for West. Barnes can't get it to go. Pacers trail by 17. Here's Ellis, and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two. And, of course, an appropriate comparison right here with the tremendous playoff performance we're seeing from this young man tonight. It definitely calls to mind the 63-point performance from the great Michael Jordan.
You know, and to compare the game he's having to that game in 1986 is saying something, because a lot of people think Michael Jordan's performance that night was the greatest game ever played. I mean, it would be hard to argue with that. Those 63 points came against a Celtics dynasty at the peak of its powers during their run to a third NBA title. And I remember after the game, Larry Bird said he's God disguised as Michael Jordan.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Chicago.
You know, with their fast break operating so efficiently, I mean, you can see why they've gone with it throughout the game.
Yeah, and also the way they've been able to generate points off of the turnovers that they forced tonight has also helped.
Nobody near Barnes. Another three for Chicago.
Man, they came out smoking here from beyond.
And, Greg, as hot as they are from out there, absolutely no reason at all not to just keep letting them fly. Well, I tell you what, that's too good a look to pass up there. Even though it didn't go, that's one you got to take.
That's good. And the Pacers with possession here. Now Miles. He's got 12. Here's Ellis, and he gets the bucket. Ellis has got 18 points in the game.
I love the low post attack on that one.
The feed now to George. Misses the three. Chicago leading by 19 points. And here's Barnes for three. Pacers with the rebound. McGarry's got 7 rebounds in the game. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. It goes on Chris Middleton.
George having a fantastic game. He has 14 points, and his huge assist tally makes it all the more impressive.
You know what? He's the catalyst. He's the reason why this team plays with such harmony. And if his passing continues, they are going to be dangerous.
The Pacers making a change here. Kid Gilchrist is checked in. And the Bulls making a change also. Marks, he's checked in for Lua. That's good. And the Bulls lead by 20.
Wow. What can you say?
Ellis kicks to George. Ellis with the screen for George. George double teamed. From deep, Ellis. And he gets it to go. Ellis has got 9 points now in just the second half.
Tit for tat right there, huh, guys?
Didn't take him long at all, fellas, to get those 3 points back.
You know, huge height advantage there, but because of the great body control, he's able to cancel it out.
Agreed. The body control is essential in that situation. I mean, if you're giving up a bunch of height, then you better be able to manufacture things in the air.
Got that bucket in no time at all.
That's far too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
3 of their last 5 makes come from beyond the arc. The defense has to react quicker. It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
Well, looking back at the regular season now at the leaderboard of the highest scoring small forwards. These guys putting up the offense trying to get their teams to the playoffs. Second is Paul George.
I mean, tremendously gifted athletically. I mean, we're used to seeing that at that spot on the floor, and they pretty much all give astonishing individual performances on any given night.
Well, we know the small forward spot is where the bulk of the scoring load rests on most teams. I mean, those players on that list always come through in the scoring department. These guys pack a lot of firepower.
Good checked in for the Bulls.
Here we go, Pacers fans. Now coming to the court are your Pacers.
Here's Scott. He's got 6 off the screen. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's a lot.
At this point, it seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
And
Is there another player out there capable of moves as stunning as that?
A handful at the most. He is an elite company.
You know, he's got that it factor, no doubt about it. He causes excitement just by walking in the building.
And that last replay courtesy of Kia.
The inside just a bit too congested for him to get the usual shot he would have with rhythm.
The three from Barnes. It's rebounded by Ellis. Ellis has got 3 rebounds so far in the game.
Boy, guys, they've shown some great passing on their last few trips down the floor. Excellent.
4 straight passes leading to scores. Great team play. It's not winning basketball when you're attempting shots like that.
Yeah, come on now. You got to remember it's a team game. He's got 4 teammates out there with him. I don't think he needs to try to do it all by himself like that. It's been a nice game for Holiday. He has 20 points, and he sprayed home 3 3-pointers as well.
This is really production personified from long range.
Jimmy Butler, he's checked in for Hood. And here's Barnes for 3, and that one's good. And the Bulls lead by 20.
That's 2 straight quick 3-pointers they've allowed.
Defense just not reacting with enough aggressiveness.
And he gets it to go.
And how about that, responding to the 3-pointer against them with a quick one of their own.
Terrific little tay-to-tay going on right now. Back. Fourth, here we go.
Indiana's gotten going here in the second half from outside, nailing 3 of 4 from the arc. Villar uses the glass to finish the layup. 6 points for him.
So far, going for more of an inside game here in this second half, and I like that. A little smash mouth basketball, taking it inside.
There's the bucket. Good.
He's got some serious momentum going right now. He's been great all day. Even last game, he was on fire.
Got a hand on it. Puts up a 3, and again for 3. The basket is good from Barnes.
And that's sort of been the story here today, hasn't it?
And Kid Gilchrist gives to Holiday. And Indiana, another 3.
Just a positive force right now for these guys. And though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
He's found a rhythm here in the third quarter, Kevin, and his confidence is palpable. You can feel it. Everything he puts up from long range seems to be falling.
3-pointer. No luck. Now Chicago takes it the other way. And here's Barnes for 3. It's rebounded by Indiana. Scott's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Ellis with it. Butler covering. Ellis dishes to Holiday. They double him with Butler. Kid Gilchrist the pass to Villar. Scott kicks to Holiday. Just 4 to shoot. Nobody near Kid Gilchrist. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. They set the screen. Barnes can't get it to go. Indiana's got more than a 50% success rate on their 3-pointers since halftime. They're 4 of 7. And Kid Gilchrist throws it down.
Boy, he is such a ridiculous dunker.
High riser, no doubt about it.
Goodness, I mean, you come to expect plays like that from him, and folks, that never gets old.
Ellis against Barnes. And it's Ellis penetrating, and easy 2 points on the layup. Ellis has got 26.
I tell you, he has some impressive moves in his repertoire. That's as good as it gets, but just one of many.
And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Bulls out front, just dominating this one. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. And we welcome you back to our coverage of Round 1 in the NBA playoffs. And it's the Bulls with the ball. Barnes with it. And there's the 8-second call as they can't get it across half court in time.
After a first half where he had just one turnover, fellas, things have changed in the second. They're starting to pile up on him now.
And Indiana's shooting has been terrific. 54% on the game. C.J. Miles and Paul George are the wingmen. Cody Zeller out there with McGarry, and it's Holiday in at the point guard. So that's the group out there for Indiana.
And that's not the way for a team to get back into a game, giving up open shots like that.
He dishes it to McGarry. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
They are wreaking havoc on him with the three-point shot here.
The defense has no answer right now. Even when they've gotten a hand up, it has not seemed to matter.
McGarry, no luck.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
And the foul called on Freak. That's it for him. He's fouled out of the game.
Well, fortunately for him.
And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. And now they're sitting on a commanding 3-1 lead. They've grabbed this series by the throat, Greg.
And Kevin, I don't think they're going to let it go. You can see the determination they had tonight. They don't want to drag the...
Well, congratulations on the win and for setting your season high in points scored for yourself. Would you say this is the best game you've played this year?
Best game. I mean, Doris, that's kind of hard for me to answer given the amount of great games I've had this year. You feel me? It don't matter, though, because best is yet to come. I'm taking over the lead the rest of the way. It's that simple.
Woo! Wow. Kevin, not sure what to...
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we get a chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Freak. An absolutely astounding and historic night for him here in this game. He was simply unstoppable in what can only be described as a masterful performance.
Ernie, that is the definition of domination. He took them to school tonight in every possible way. I know there's 10 players on the court, but I only noticed one.
When Freak puts it all together, it's no contest to who the best player on the court is. He was outstanding tonight. His feel and understanding of the game were on display.
And we are still early in the postseason. There's more round one action of the NBA playoffs coming your way. For Shaq and Kenny the Jet Smith and Kevin Harlan and the entire